Saturday, April 6, 2013, hundreds of fans showed up at Seagull Stadium to watch the men's lacrosse game play Mary Washington College and to support the team's annual fundraiser, Lax for Leukemia.
This is the third year of this event. I think to date we've raised in the first 2 years almost $30,000 for the local Leukemia Society. It's in honor of Alex Nees, one of our players who was struck with leukemia 3 years ago but has made his way back into the lineup. And we're excited he's back with us.
Nev says he is doing well, despite still being on medication, and this event has become important for his family.
My mom will be there. She was there 2 years ago. She'll be there this year, just with the t-shirt fundraising and trying to help out the cause.
So it has become a community, a school event, but it was originally started by, the boys lacrosse team in honor of their teammate, and it's grown. And we have, wonderful silent auction. We're bidding, raffle tickets for these beautiful, personally dyed lacrosse heads and shafts, and all the money raised will go to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Mo Nevs organizes the silent auction, which raises the most money for the event. This year, items include golf packages, a hand-stitched basket, and gift baskets. The silent auction relies on local donations from vendors, supporters, and former players.
I think that the alumni is a huge part of the support for this. It's a family of lacrosse. It's not just each year that there's a bunch of graduates. It's, the alumni are just as involved as the current students. They've been a big part of it. It's, once you leave here physically, but mentally, what it's shown me is that this is a family. Doesn't matter how old it is, but everybody pretty much stays in touch, continues to gather, and work toward great causes. So it's all good.
Current players are heavily involved as well. Each class put together a gift basket, and players and coaches sold t-shirts on campus during the week to raise additional money. Senior attackman Zach Hill has been able to watch the event grow over its first 3 years.
Well, it's not only growing the sport, but it's also growing to great cancer research. Lax for Leukemia has grown a lot of strength in the past couple of years from guys like Al and throughout the country.
While many people think that helping out in the fight against leukemia is as simple as giving some blood, Mo Nevs says you don't actually realize what goes into the battle until you're dealing with it personally.
I'm embarrassed to say, I just didn't really realize the importance of it. I would give blood, and I would do things like that, but I didn't really understand why. I thought it was somebody needed surgery and needed extra blood, and that, the blood banks do it for that, but I just didn't really understand until you're affected with it how important it is, and that they rely on people to do these kind of things.
The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society also does research to aid in the diagnosis and treatment of blood cancers, improve access to therapy options for patients, and tries to raise as much money as possible to reach more of those in need. That's why events like Lax for Leukemia are so important to the LLS.
Today our goal is to provide any information that people need, and long-term our goals with my goal with volunteering with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is to raise awareness and help to get more money for research. So I benefited from the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society research myself. They funded research for one of the drugs that helped to save my life, so I'm just trying to give back in any way I can.
It's those who have been personally impacted by leukemia or lymphoma who are driven to do the most, but they've also learned to focus more on the present than the future. So there's no telling exactly where Lax for Leukemia will go from here, as long as it keeps growing.
I don't know that I have goals long and short term, in that my son's illness has taught me I try not to look too far ahead, and I try not to regret what I've done in the past. So to be involved, and I think it's fair to say that it would be nice if every year it got a little bigger, it got a little better, and we raised a little bit more money. That's all I can hope for. So, and I think we're on the road to that now.
While organizers don't know how much money was raised this year just yet, they do expect the total to be higher than last year, as they went through more t-shirts and saw a bigger crowd. Ultimately, that means more people have been educated about the LLS.
Just as long as people are kind of aware of what's going on, what we're trying to do, I think that's considered a success.
The fundraiser was a success by all measures. In Salisbury, I'm Edward Washington reporting. Kristen, back to you.